All right, gonna do a product review today. Today we're talking about Apogee Groove. This is a digital to analog converter in the form of a headphone amp. So this is going to allow you to use your perhaps your Mac or PC laptop while you're, let's say you're out, like for what I do for a living, I'm always on the road. If I need to mix something and I'm mixing through this laptop, I can plug this into the USB port and my headphones are going to sound a lot better than if I just plug them into the Mac. And it's not just an EQ thing, it's more than that. It's the actual conversion of the signal. So there's obviously a digital to analog converter built into the Mac because the headphone jack on the side of it, that's an analog connection. However, it's not as high quality as something like this. So it's going to come with one cable, which is micro USB to USB, I don't know, 3.0, whatever that is. You can see the micro goes in like that. And then you plug it in. What I bought, because I bought mine off Amazon, I bought a short little USB-C cable with it that goes to micro. So for me, I can actually just go straight into the newer Macs. Now, like I said, this will work with Mac or PC. You might even be able to use this with your iPhone. I don't know. All right, I just looked it up online, and I didn't look too far into it, but good news is it looks like people are using this with iPhones. I don't know how complicated it is or if it depends on a lot of variables, but it is apparently a thing. I got mine for $200 USD, and it's great. It makes your headphones sound as good as they should. I'm told by someone that this is the same headphone amp inside of the Apogee Duet. I don't know if that's true, but here's what we can see on the Apogee website. So it says, Groove's unique circuit design, constant current drive, makes any headphone sound their best. Groove's constant current drive output stage dynamically compensates for the non-linearities, acoustic, mechanical, or electrical, of any connected headphones, resulting in lower distortion and a more linear frequency response. Whether listening through earbuds or hi-fi headphones, you'll discover a new level of fidelity, clarity, and detail. And it says quad sum digital analog converter trademark. Groove also features a quad sum DAC design which employs 4 digital to analog converters per channel meaning left and right, to achieve the highest dynamic range and lowest distortion of any device in its class. Some pretty bold claims. ESS Sabre DAC technology, ESS Sabre 32-bit Hyperstream DAC with time domain jitter eliminator offers unique, unequaled dynamic range, ultra low distortion, and unmatched audio clarity free from input jitter. I'm not going to go into what jitter is. If you want to learn about that, you can Google it and you'll have a really fun time. Let's see. So it's literally got a volume up and a volume down button. You plug it in, you plug your headphones in, and you go. So I haven't listened to this in a while actually, and I got some new headphones, and I noticed my new headphones are a little harder to drive than the other headphones I had, even when plugging into my interface. So I think this is going to be a good test. I mean, it's supposed to make any pair of headphones sound better, and from my experience it does. I've just never listened to it with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch, if I can find my mouse here, I'm going to switch the audio to the MacBook. And I'm going to plug these headphones in, which I'm going to be doing a review on soon. These are the Shure SRH 1840s. They're the open back version of their brother / sister, the SRH 1540s. Anyways, let's listen to some music without the Apogee Groove, straight into the MacBook, and I'll just kind of tell you what I think. Alright, not gonna lie, sounds pretty good. These are really expensive headphones and sound great. It's honestly crazy. The first time I heard these, I was using my in-ear monitors on them, my Ultimate Ears Reference Remastered. And what I heard when I compared those was a lot fuller of a sound as soon as I went to the groove, and I'm hearing that on these as well. But the main thing I'm noticing with the groove is the dynamic range. It's more 3D. Like right away, as soon as you hear it, you're hearing depth. I also remember hearing stereo width changes when I first listened to these and I first bought them. So I'm gonna come back now, but I'm gonna try to hot swap now back and forth between the two and see if I can hear any other differences. But yeah, there's like a low mid buildup in a very musical, full, tasteful way that gets increased when you plug any headphones into these. I've tried it on 3 pairs of headphones now at this point. It's been consistent in that. So on headphones like these that aren't as I don't know if it's that these aren't as easy to drive as the other pair, or if it's because they're open back, so after a certain point it just didn't start to get louder when I was using my interface, like side note. But it's not just a matter of volume, like I was trying to say. Like if I match these volume wise, which I just did, I still notice every time I go to the groove, the majority of it still sounds the same, but the low end is being pushed through easier with this. I can hear what's actually being sent out of the computer. The low end, I could hear it, translating and actually moving these drivers like they should, where I feel like the stock MacBook DAC is not capable of doing. Let's listen with another pair of headphones. So let's listen with the closed back version of these. Okay, first with the MacBook headphone jack, the MacBook DAC. Now the groove. The high end's more crisp. So the general consensus, and I'm glad I'm hearing these things, because no matter what I'm listening to, these headphones, in-ear monitors, those headphones, I'm hearing the same thing every time. It was a little harder maybe to hear certain things on those because those are open back, but everything was the same. So the 3 things I'm hearing: increased stereo width, pretty noticeable. If you're not looking for it and you're not like doing this stuff for a living, you might not hear it. But if this is your gig and this is what you do, I mean, you'd benefit from this. Yeah, so increased stereo width. The high end is more bright and crisp in a very musical way, and the low end is a little fuller. For me, it's actually not quite the low end. It's like this 200 thing, something around there that's just like pushing a little harder. But that's all I'm gonna say on this $200 headphone amp. If you want to be able to mix on your laptop on the road or on a train or something, and you don't want to carry an interface just for the sake of the headphone amp, this is your guy. So yeah.